The highly anticipated Georg Hoffman Tier 10 Premium Destroyer is here. The historical camouflage looks good, and so does the unique Aureate camo. Before I forget, let me show you the elite ship bonuses. The ship comes with short-range sonar, a smoke generator, and the air defense alert skill. If you haven't played with the Elbing, the second German tech tree destroyer line, this destroyer will feel quite strange at first, because the Hoffman is very similar in structure to the Elbing. I define Elbing and Hoffman-type destroyers as super destroyers, mostly the size and structure of a light cruiser, but without a citadel. I didn't really need anything different in terms of setup, and for German destroyers the best choice right now is Maximilian von Spee. The reasons are clear. Sixth Sense, Mistweaver Plus, and Armor-Piercing Capped Shell Plus are some of the highlights. You can think of the Hoffman as a variant of the Elbing in almost every aspect, though there are some differences in ship dimensions. Aside from that, the Hoffman has pretty good armor. Its acceleration and maneuverability are far superior to the Elbing's. As for the main guns, the 150mm caliber might subtly amuse a battleship main player, but it's considered a high caliber for destroyers in Blitz. With 3 turrets and 6 barrels, it's a true German AP shell machine. Its weaknesses compared to the Elbing are the reduced speed of its already very slow torpedoes, though the reload time is about 10 seconds shorter. Also, its anti-air capabilities are significantly stronger than the Elbing's. And of course, its concealment is excellent. The Hoffman and Elbing, these cruiser-like destroyers, offer a unique gameplay experience. Landing a citadel crisis is extremely unlikely when it comes to destroyers, but the Elbing and Hoffman have the ability to do it. You can think of these two destroyers as light cruiser slayers. They're very successful at hunting down Jinan, Smolensk, Minotaur, Utrecht, and so on. They deal citadel damage and handle citadel crisis missions well. In the Hoffman's case, it'd probably be accurate to call her an AP spammer. Her main guns offer excellent penetration and reload against battleships. With a range of over 10 kilometers, combined with good accuracy and dispersion, she's a powerful destroyer that annoys, destroys, and stays durable. We're talking about salvos of 3K to 5K AP damage against cruisers, battleships, and carriers. Now, let's look at the issue this main gun faced on the Elbing. Against destroyers at close and medium range, the AP shells over-penetrate, just like on the Elbing. So the Hoffman's effectiveness in destroyer combat isn't as good as it is against light cruisers. The same problem existed on the Elbing. So, if you ask what this means for us, what his team expects from a gunboat-type destroyer, it's to engage and eliminate enemy destroyers. Yes, if you have a destroyer with good main guns, instead of farming battleships at the start of the match, you need to focus on team play, fend off enemy destroyers, clear paths for battleships, and even protect them from destroyer rushes. At this point, the Hoffman isn't as fast or effective as other Tier 10 destroyers. In other words, its destroyer dogfighting performance is relatively poor. Another point, as far as I can remember, the slowest torpedoes in the game were on the Tier 9 American Black. For those wondering just how slow they could be, well, I'd say slower than the Tier 10 Schlieffen's battleship torpedoes. Now the Hoffman will share the record for slowest torpedoes with the Black. Because the ship's long-range torpedoes are incredibly slow, any destroyer can easily dodge them. You could sip your coffee while waiting for the torpedoes to reach their target. The slow torpedoes reduce defensive and offensive power in chaotic environments, so it's wise to be cautious in cap contests. The Hoffman is powerful enough to engage and defeat any battleship. Its anti-air capabilities are significantly improved. At least it has some air defense. However, its sonar is very short range. It's better than nothing, but you shouldn't expect anything extremely effective from such a short range. Its 150mm main gun caliber is smaller than the Ragnar's and larger than the Kleber's. Its shell arc and velocity are ideal, and it's a powerful destroyer with high damage potential that rewards good aiming. However, landing your torpedoes is a matter of great luck and skill. Also, at Tier 10, numerous radar skills can neutralize smoke in some matches. In terms of capturing areas, the Hoffman doesn't have the power to single-handedly take on all enemy destroyers like the Bazan, Z-42 or Rigolo. However, it can handle both a cruiser and a battleship at the same time. This is enjoyable for the player, but frustrating for those waiting on their team's destroyer to capture the area while also needing help against other destroyers. Georg Hoffman is a stronger destroyer that better fulfills the role of the Elbing. It would be a very good option for those who like the Elbing but struggle to play it in the current meta. However, it won't offer much to those who prefer torpedo boat-style destroyers like the Shimakaze or Hayate. On paper, it has powerful torpedoes, but remember, these are ultra-slow torpedoes, and the Hoffman is more of a destroyer built around its main guns. I don't know how the ship will be released, but it'll undoubtedly be here soon. I'm looking forward to your comments on the general state of destroyers and on the Hoffman. And of course, let me know your favorite destroyer. Take care, and see you later.
The hand of the Emperor guides me. Our victory is in sight. Spare none in your fury. Guides me. Penetration. Praise the Emperor! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Gun crews are on full alert. Confirm penetration. The hand of the Emperor guides me. Confirm penetration. The hand of the Emperor guides me. Penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Let the light of the Emperor be with you. Praise the Emperor! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! By the Emperor, it shall be done! Enemy force sighted on the horizon! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert! Praise the Emperor! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Penetration! Praise the hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Fire alarm! Unacceptable! Contain it immediately! Penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Our victory is in sight! Spare none in your fury! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Our victory is in... A smile upon by the Emperor, glory to the Imperium! Glory to the Imperium! We shall offer assistance in his name. Protect the base! We shall offer assistance in his name. Enemy force sighted on the horizon. Penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! We're flooding quickly! The Emperor's fist! the Emperor guides me! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Antiaircraft gun crews are on full alert! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Fire alarms! Unacceptable! Contain it immediately! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Our victory is in sight! Spare none in your fury! Our victory is in sight! Spare none in your fury!